Belgrave Castle sat in all its splendour in the heart of Hertfordshire, as it had for 11 generations and nearly 300 years since the 16th century. And aside from some more modern features that had been added, and a few decorative touches, very little had changed in its history. And its owners followed the same traditions they had for more than 200 years, which was reassuring. It was the family seat of Philip, Duke of Westerfield. The Latham family had built Belgrave Castle. It was one of the largest castles in England, and due to the Duke's fortune, one of the most beautifully maintained. The land around it was extensive and stretched as far as the eye could see, with forests, a large lake, which the groundsman kept well stocked for fishing, and tenant farms, which were run by farmers whose ancestors had been serfs. The Duke had overseen all of it since his youth, when his father died in a hunting accident on a neighbouring estate, and under his diligent care, Belgrave and all its land and properties had prospered. At 74, he had been schooling his eldest son, Tristan, in the management of the estate for several years. Philip felt that his son was ready to take it on and handle it responsibly, but he had other concerns about him. Tristan was 45 years old, married with 2 daughters. The Duke's younger son, Edward, was 42 years old, had never married, and had no legitimate children, though countless illegitimate ones. No one knew just how many, not even Edward himself. And he was given to strong drink and gambling, and every kind of indulgence one could imagine, preferably if it involved fast horses or women. It would have been a disaster if he had been the eldest, but fortunately he wasn't, although neither of Philip's sons had produced a son and heir. Both men were the sons of the Duke's first wife, Arabella, the daughter of an earl and Philip's second cousin, with a handsome fortune of her own. She came from an irreproachable family of aristocratic lineage, and she had been young when they married. It had been a union both families had approved of. Philip had been 28, and Arabella barely 17, and strikingly pretty. She had been the star of her first London season, where she had been expected to meet her future husband, and she had done so very successfully. But Philip had discovered that she had a cold nature as she grew older, and she was far more interested in social pursuits and enjoying the benefits of being a duchess than she was in her husband, and she had even less interest in her children.